What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob.
Yo, what's up? It's Jeremy from Zipper Social Club. Happy New Year, everyone. How's it going?
So, kind of fun day for us. There is a single cask Highland Park available at the Lcbo. It's called the Trillium. It's 12 years old, 61.4%. And I had the honor of being one of the guys on the panel to actually pick this bad boy.
Yeah.
So tonight I'm going to be giving away at least 6 samples. I said 6 in my Instagram post, but
you have to do everything in sixes because that's the world you put yourself in.
That's the world I put myself in. And that's technically the city we live in as well.
According to some.
According to some. So I'll be giving away some of these. We have it poured in our glass right now. Cheers, by the way.
Cheers. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And Happy New Year to everyone that's joining us. A lot of people are saying how much. It's not cheap. It's going by Lcbo standards. We've had talks about this in the past. It's $250. So that's Canadian, of course, and those are Lcbo prices, of course. But unfortunately, this is not available anywhere else. So You're only going to be able to get it at the Lcbo. I'm not going to talk much about the quality of this because obviously I'm biased. That's why I'm actually giving away samples of it so that people can experience it for themselves, taste before they buy kind of thing.
Sure.
But Jeremy's first experience with this so far, and you guys can kind of go by what he says.
So how did they let you choose this? Did they give you a bunch of different samples? Like, what was the process?
So they gave us 3 samples, 3 single cask offerings. One was a 14-year-old. I believe it was ex-bourbon only.
Okay.
A 13-year-old refill sherry cask. No, actually, sorry. All 3 were refill sherry casks.
They're all okay.
14-year-old, 14-year-old, 13-year-old, and this one. And we actually went with the 12-year-old. We all, agreed that it was the best. There was only myself and 2 other people from the Lcbo, pretty high up there.
Right.
In the Lcbo. They're the buyers, I guess you can call them.
Mm-hmm.
Highland Park presented the 3 samples to us, and we all chose the exact same one, which was kind of cool because we went based on quality and taste. Well,
it's nice that you guys are all like anonymous or with your pick, right?
Yeah.
All at the same.
Yeah. So a couple of people are already wondering why it's so expensive at the Lcbo. Any single cask goes for what, like minimum?
Well, the Lcbo doesn't bring in that many like exclusive single cask bottlings like other places do, right?
Yeah.
And Highland Park alone at the Lcbo is expensive already. Like the 18 is $200.
Right.
And that's all at 43%.
43. The dark, the light, they're both north of 400.
400. Yeah. If you look at the fire and the ice, those are 450.
Yeah.
So it's just Lcbo for whatever reason. Highland Park, Balvenie, Ardbeg, all a lot more expensive than other markets.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yeah, and I've given you guys that whole story about the Glendronach rep talking to me about selling things in other provinces for less money and making more profit than they do at the Lcbo. Mm-hmm. So they sell it for more expensive at the Lcbo and make less profit, and they don't have a choice in the matter. So this is not Highland Park's doing. The reason why it's $250.
It's tax.
It's taxes.
It's tax, and it's whatever. I don't know how the Lcbo kind of like comes up with their price, because you can find other stuff if you're basing it on ABV. There's a lot of stuff that's higher ABV and it's not as expensive. So
that's true.
There is some kind of mystery that's still involved with that I don't know, and I don't know how many people know exactly what happens, but
yeah. Can you pass my water bottle?
For sure.
So we have about 46 in the chat. I just want to say my quick hellos to all of you. We have Amy in the house. What's going on, Amy? Nice to see you in the chat. We have, I'm going to go from the top.
Oh, there's a lot. Wow.
Go Habs, the Mash and Drum.
Hey.
In case you haven't seen it already.
Jason, thanks so much. Got the shirt, repping it tonight.
So Jeremy brought mine over tonight as well. And you want to show them the bottle? Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
I also, in a trade, Jason from the Mash and Drum sent me this, and I sent him a bottle of Lot 40 cask strength. Honestly, we weren't looking at value when we made this trade. We were looking at things that we couldn't get.
Right.
So there's no way I could get this bottle. I believe it's a Kentucky exclusive. I'm not 100% sure. It's the JD Heritage Special Release Heritage Barrel. So it's 50%. And I'm looking, we might crack it tonight during the live because we're both looking forward to trying it. And we might actually crack some other stuff as well.
Well, also, Jason gave us some really cool samples. That new Riff single barrel. You can see that. Really excited to try this stuff. Heard some awesome things. The Woodford's Reserve, small batch, Masters Collection. Also heard awesome stuff about this.
Yeah.
And the one I'm really excited to try, Four Roses 130th Special Edition. So thanks so much, Jason. I appreciate that. That's
thanks,
awesome.
buddy. So Gregor's in the chat. What's going on, buddy? Tony DiTomaso, what's up, brother? Bobby Windows, one of my bourbon buddies. He lives in my old hood of Rexdale, which is pretty cool. Kevin Mayato, what's going on, brother? Rabbit in Red, who also has a YouTube channel. Check him out. Cool guy. Claire the Third's in the house. He's saying how much. He always wants to talk turkey right away. Kettings 151. How's it going? I think you're new to the chat. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the opportunity here, gentlemen. That's our pleasure. Chad Adams, what's going on? Christine, how are you? Mr. Is it Jerk? Jack? I don't know. What's going on? Juno Song, how are you?
DDIY, what's up, man?
DDIY, another one of my bourbon buddies. We have a group chat on Instagram, and some of the guys from that group chat are in tonight, so represent the Canadian bourbon group from Instagram tonight.
Lots in the chat already. Wow.
Yeah, quite a few in the chat already. We got about 58 people.
Kevin, what's up, dude?
And we got the token Whiskey Throttle, Virtual Dram. Thank you so much, brother.
Cheers.
Really appreciate it. The Whiskey Friends in the house, another whiskey channel from Scotland. Very cool guy. You guys got to check him out as well. Paulo P. Boss is in the house. He's one of the guys from my channel. You guys seen him before. What's going on, Paulo? Blue Wings is in the house, and he's doing his token epic comment. Welsh Toro, what's going on, buddy? Happy New Year. It's late for you. Glad to see you in. Yeah, so, okay. Full disclosure here. I chose this. We had no idea how much it was going to cost. We had no idea. And also, Highland Park has no idea what it's going to cost until the Lcbo runs their numbers, runs their taxes, whatever
Spins
else.
Their big wheel and be like, this much money.
Yeah, so $250, not cheap. 61.4%. What tonight's all about is letting you guys decide for yourselves if it's worth it to buy. Hopefully, I can get a bunch of you guys samples. I have a bunch of these 30 milliliter is the size, milliliter is the volume. 30 milliliter dram size bottles here that pretty much the rest of this will go into. Maybe I'm going to save a little bit of the heel for Jeremy to review. And that's it. So I have one question that I'm going to start with. We're going to give away our first one right now.
Oh, giveaway already.
Yeah. I'm going to give away one right now. And you're going to come up with a question as well from your channel.
Okay.
To get more people, because we got 60 people in the chat, and I'm hoping some of these people are not your subs yet, because hopefully by the end of this, they will be your subs.
Go sub.
So Sipper Social Club, he's going to put that in the chat in a sec. Got a few more people joining in. Tamer F, what's up, buddy? Richie Z, how's it going, brother?
Insectica is in there. How's it going?
Insectica, how are you? Freshly Blues in the house. Nice to see you. Guys, I'm going to try my best to keep up with the chat, but I'm pretty terrible at that. So Rob is ready for the Night's Watch with that beard. Absolutely. All right. So first question. And it's going to go based on who's the first on our side here.
There is some delay, so sometimes you'll see your chat come up, but we see it maybe later.
Yeah. So first question is this. What was the bottle of bourbon I posted on New Year's Eve on my Instagram? Tough question.
I don't even know that.
A bunch of people will know.
Get on Insta and find out.
As we're waiting for the answers to roll in, we got a Rash in the house. Bobby Windows is the first one to answer with Parker's Heritage 11-year-old.
Oh, that's right.
Bobby Windows, you are the winner of the first dram that we will pour on camera for you. You're going to get the number 6. No pun intended, of course. Actually, that's a lie. Every single pun possibly intended.
So what I'm getting on this note, it's all very like subtle nuances here. The refill cask, you're getting a lot of nice, like, I don't want to say like baking spices, but it's kind of like subtle baked goods. You know, a little bit like that plum, raisin, sherry kind of note. But it's all very like vibrant. Would you say?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't want to like not comment on this at all, but I feel bad influencing people in something that I've chosen. I really want them to decide for themselves, but I do really like this. I think it's super sweet. I think that's kind of cool. Like it's a different element that you're used to with the Highland Park, maybe.
Right. It's very sugary.
So Bobby gets the number 6. I'll put a tag on that for you, buddy. All right, so 1 down. We got 5 more to go at least. What am I missing? Have we missed anything on the chat so far that was directed our way?
Insecta is asking if she can win. No, you cannot win. I'm bringing home a little bit. Don't worry about that.
What's Rob drinking? Rob is drinking this. Jason Whiskey Wise, by the way, in the chat.
What's up, Jason?
Thanks for staying up late, brother. Jason Whiskey Wise is another whiskey reviewer, very, very talented. We are drinking the Highland Park Trillium, which is 12 years old, cask strength at 61.4%. Daniel Hall is saying, I bought a bottle but haven't opened it yet. Come on, my birthday. Daniel, hopefully you can get one of these right, but maybe we can work something out for you since it's your birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Daniel. How old are you now? It's 31, 32 years old.
I'm going to put Bobby W on the tag because
got the new look. Looking 10 years younger.
All right. Next question. On this day 1 year ago, I posted something that blew a lot of people away and directed almost all of my followers that are from Ontario to craft cellars in Alberta. What was the bottle that I posted that basically blew the doors off of Alberta and forever changed?
Forever made a friend of me with Daniel.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good question. Man, I don't know.
It was that, DDIY, William LaRue Weller. You got it. That's right. Good memory, brother.
I can't believe that they had those on their site just for purchase. That's insane.
DDIY, I love that guy. All right, that's awesome that he got it. Very cool. I saw actually earlier. Did I mention that I saw James C in the chat?
Yeah,
our boy James. I don't think I did. He was we did a little like small get together for Whiskey in the Six last Thursday. James was one of the few that actually came. We only had 24 spots. Next year I plan to do something more elaborate, but yeah. Anyway, James C, thanks for showing up, buddy. So this is Bobby W, short for Bobby Windows, and we're gonna give DDIY his dram. Whiskey Throttle saying who cares, and Jason Whiskey Wise is saying Pokemon. Yeah, honestly, finding a William LaRue Weller on a website for pretty much retail is like finding a Pokemon. And I found 2 of them that day. Remember that? That was crazy.
That was insane.
That was bonkers.
Yeah. Yeah, I should remember you texted me pretty late and goes, look what I just found. I'm like, I hate you.
I hate this guy. Lose my number.
I'm really liking this whiskey. The finish is just beautiful on it. And again, you get lots of subtle nuances, very nice and sweet. It's kind of like, I don't know if you would guess Highland Park when you drink this. I mean, it's got a little bit of that character, but I don't know. It's kind of different. It's like Highland Park, the light, mixed with maybe like some, what's like full volume.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
It's not as smoky as the full volume, I don't think.
The smoke is just very subtle on the finish, really. You don't get any of it on the nose. Maybe just a tad.
It's sweeter than both of those, though, I find. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like a typical Highland Park character, right?
No,
it is more sweet than what they normally put out.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe that's why, this cask was available for sale. Maybe it didn't fit into their range of what they were looking for.
Yep.
Sell off a cask.
I think that's pretty much how they shop around their single casks.
Yeah.
Something that doesn't necessarily fit their. It's like a rock band. Some of these solo artists that are in rock bands won't release a song with their rock band because it doesn't fit. Like, it's like Stone Sour and Slipknot, right? Slipknot.
Well, as soon as you start talking Slipknot, I'm kind of lost.
My bad.
Insectica will know what you're talking about. But on that point about Highland Park and kind of, selling off bottles that maybe don't fit in their range, I brought with me tonight, this is a bottle that was bottled for Toronto-Whisky Society. It's a Highland Park, 17-year-old, cask strength, ex-bourbon, and we'll maybe try this one a bit later. This one is a lot peatier than what they come out with in their core range as well. So maybe like another example of something that doesn't fit with their house style.
Yeah.
They sell off the cask. This one was done by Toronto Whisky Agency and Heads and Tails. Picked by members of Toronto Whisky Society.
So Daniel's saying he wouldn't mind so much if I shared with him more. I apologize. I'll try to share with you. I'm going to share with you more in 2019. Richie Z is saying, what funnel am I using? So can you reach in? There's boxes of Share a Dram boxes. So these Share a Dram little boxes, they come in a pack of 6. They come with a funnel, and they come with these little tags. All right, and a pencil. Basically, this is whiskey in the 6 proof. It's created for guys like me who are borderline useless, who need never have what they need around them. So it has to be all in one little box. Yeah, I do a lot of self-sabotaging. And then it comes with this blind card where you can actually use the 6 drams as a blind taster.
Wow, that's really cool.
So we should probably do that in the future at some point.
This is this is what Akavite makes himself.
Yeah, he makes them he's the opposite of whiskey in the 6. He is the I don't want to geek out too much more, so I'm not giving any more examples. But Whiskey Throttle is saying, you love Jeremy more than me. You just used me since 2017. Guys, if you haven't already, go subscribe to Whiskey Throttle.
Send him a bottle, because where he lives, there's no whiskey. So
there's
he can
no whiskey
never find anything good. He needs us to help him out, guys.
Gregor is saying, very cool box, Rob. Yeah, honestly, they are pretty cool, these samples. I like them.
Oh, Mash and Drum.
Mash and Drum represent. He's saying, cheers, fellas. Great live stream. Mash and Drum's going live tonight at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
So, number one, if you haven't already, go subscribe to the Mash and Drum. I do a lot of shouting out on my lives. So, I apologize to anybody that doesn't love that. But
open up another window. Subscribe.
Yeah. Open up another window. subscribe to the Mash and Drum. Jason's an awesome guy. He does a very, very good job. And he's near 1,000. He's creeping close to 1,000. He's very close. Yeah.
Killing it. Really good quality, high production value stuff. Really good.
Chad Adams is saying, if you're useless, what does that make us for watching you?
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
well, hey, don't turn this around to make me sound like a jerk. You're right though, Chad. I don't know. I'm not as useless as I say I am.
Well, I think that's why people tune in, because they want to see you stumble and fall.
That's part of it, probably. That's, you know what, you're onto something for sure. That's why I get like all these thumbs down on my video. Cheers, Tamer. He's saying 5,000K subscribers. Honestly, guys, I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. You guys should go out and at least get a sample of this. I wonder if they're going to have it at Cooper Street or Summer Hill.
Oh, if they'll break one open. You know what?
Yeah, they should.
If I was running the show there, I would do it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, you know, might not be familiar.
You know what I think is going to happen is a lot of people are going to balk at the price until they taste it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then it's going to be one of those things where the moment it's sold out, people are going to freak out and be willing to spend way more than the original price. So $250, you might be getting a deal because there are only, it doesn't say, does it?
How many bottles?
I want to say 500. Yeah, 556 bottles.
Okay. So
limited to Ontario, 556 bottles. And for those of you that don't know, it's called the Trillium because the Ontario flower is that white Trillium. I don't know how to describe that anymore. Then so
like that's Ontario's like
it's Ontario's
flower.
Like it's on the flag. It's like it represents Ontario, the Trillium. It's actually legal to pick Trillium flowers in Ontario.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah. So anyway, it's called the Trillium. I pitched Metropolis because Superman's Canadian and New York picked Gotham.
Wait, Superman's Canadian?
Superman was invented by a Canadian. So,
right, but he's not Canadian because he landed in like fuck nowhere, Idaho, I thought.
Yeah, but that's not even a real place. Smallville is not real.
Oh, there's a Smallville.
DC doesn't go by real like cities and states. Like they're all made up.
So, yeah, like, but it's based on like somewhere in the Midwest, United States.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's supposed to be like a U.S. whatever. But I'm saying
he didn't land in like Manitoba.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
But Superman is like he's created by a Canadian.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, he was created by a Canadian. That's why I pitched Metropolis because
I like that name.
I thought it would have been cool, but
like let's name it Whiskey in the Six.
What? Really? You guys don't want to name it Whiskey in the Six? Catherine Bono's in the house. What's going on?
I'm going for another pour.
Atta boy. So that's always a good sign because there's lots of great whiskey back there, and he's pouring a little bit more.
I want to try a little bit with water because I didn't do that, and I think I kind of want to see how it works out.
Daniel's hating on you tonight.
Daniel is always hating on me. So what else is new?
You know what? As the glass gets a little lower and it opens up a little bit more, that peat really comes out a little bit more too.
Yeah.
And a drop though. I don't think it needs a drop of water though. It's 61.4%, 12 years old, and
no, it doesn't.
Nowhere near as hot as like some 20-year-old cask strength whiskeys that I've tried. Aaron, this one right here, the Brodick Bay, behind me. It's really good, but it's super hot, and if you don't add water, it's like palate damaging. Jason, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for tuning in.
Cheers, Jason.
So, I think it's time to give away another sample. What do you think?
I mean, keep throwing them out there.
All right. We're only 2 in, and we got just over half left.
We gotta get on track here.
I don't wanna dip into the mash and drums time, so we gotta stay conscious of that. Guys in the chat, if you see us rambling at 9 o'clock, you guys can just all head over there. So you got a question?
I can make up a question. You want me to do it about something that I my channel learned?
Okay, so think of a question. You'll do number 4. I'll do this next one.
Okay.
So I recently joined a whiskey group, and for those of you that follow my channel often, you will know the answer to this question. What was that whiskey group that I joined?
Spoiler alert, not Toronto Whiskey Society.
Multi Haggis Muncher says SMWS first. He is correct.
Also, the best name on the whole board.
Multi Haggis Muncher. Multi Haggis Muncher, please either message me on Instagram at Whiskey in the Six, or email me at whiskeyinthesix@gmail.com, and I will send you a sample. Hopefully you're local like some of the other guys on one, but I get to write Multi Haggis Muncher on a share dram tag, so that's pretty cool. James C was second. That was pretty close.
Yeah. Hopefully.
And then there's a bunch, and Tim. So 2 Ontario boys were second and third on that one.
Right. A lot of people got it though.
Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of people got it.
Eric Waite Tribe. Oh.
Eric Waite's in the house.
It's the Whiskey Tribe.
So I did join the Whiskey Tribe as well.
But you joined it before.
But that was, yeah.
Right.
So the most recent, but I actually like paid to get into SMWS.
Right.
So that was that's a good good argument though. Maybe I'll have to send Eric one anyway.
Yeah.
So Multi Haggis Muncher wins. MHM for short. All right. What bottle was it? So I actually bought 2 bottles. I bought this, An Abundance of Fruitcake. It's a 20-year-old SMWS. And I also bought Sweet Snuggle.
Oh.
Sweet Snuggle is like 13 years old, but unfortunately, the box was very damp when I got it. And for the first time in my whiskey journey, the bottle was broken when I opened the box. Very tragic. Very tragic.
Brutal. What nightmares are made of.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed about that.
But so this is a Glen
Rothes.
Glen Rothes.
Yeah. It's a Glen Rothes. And the way you know that is the 30 before the dot.
Right.
Before the decimal.
Well, this looks like amazing. Second fill, ex-sherry butt, 20 years old. Fruitcake.
Sweet Snuggle.
Yeah, there's going to be jokes coming from that one.
Yeah, Daniel's already started. He's saying, where are you thinking of Jeremy when you ordered Sweet Snuggle? I think he meant, were you?
Yes. He was thinking of me.
Absolutely. Oh, so he said James C is saying he was first on his screen. Yeah, I hate that happens.
Yeah, that happened to me one time.
I hate that happens, but I only can go by what's on my screen.
Right.
James, we'll talk, man. I know where you live.
Eric Waite's asking if SNWs do bourbons. I think they do bourbons.
They do.
They
rums,
have before.
They do cognacs. They do grain whiskeys. I'm assuming they'll probably do bourbons if they haven't already.
Look that up. I think I heard that SMWS has done a very small selection of bourbons before. I know there was an instance of a Scottish bottler or distillery buying some bourbon, bringing it to Scotland, aging it there, and then bottling it, which is kind of different. Mm-hmm. I do really like this Trillium, though.
I'm honestly super impressed with it.
It's very complex on the nose, and all very nice, subtle flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Ooh, you should get Cold Bucket of Marshmallows, Springbank 22. Springbank, you had me at Springbank, but Chad, if you know where I can locate that bottle, you let me know, brother, and I will definitely thank you and send you a sample of it when I open it. Marie Michelle in the chat. What's going on? Nice to see some ladies in the chat. Like there was a while where there was like not a single lady on my chat for like a long time.
I looked at my demographic, 99.9% male.
Yeah, that's usually the way that I'm sure like most YouTubers in the chat right now would say the same thing.
Well, I know the one female subscriber, and that's my girlfriend.
My wife subscribes, but she doesn't view it, so it throws off like all the.
I gotta get my mom to subscribe, so she'll weigh up the.
Yeah, so we have Catherine, Christine, and I think Marie now. That's awesome.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers. Thanks for showing up. Tamara is drinking the Canadian Club 41-year-old.
Oh,
You're saying it's very different. I agree. It is very different. I like it a lot. Whiskey Throttle saying, damn Siri. He's probably voice texting right now. That's the problem. Welsh Toro saying Glen Rothless. I don't know how to say that properly. I already
Glen Rothis?
Rothis. Glen Rothis equals caramel. Welsh Toro. Good to know. I'm honestly like we're opening that tonight at some point, whether it's on camera or off camera.
Yeah.
There's a couple whiskeys that Jeremy wants to try. He might have to just take home samples because. Yeah. Bobby Windows is saying, "Where's Renee at?" That's a good question. Renee actually will tune into the chat every once in a while. She's also from Ontario. Very cool chick.
Oh, there. What is it? Catherine? Is that her name? Catherine.
Oh yeah,
Bono?
Catherine Bono saying that she's one of your subscribers.
Oh, thanks, Catherine. Appreciate it. So with water, I think this thing it just becomes amazing. I think water helps it.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'm loving this.
Water definitely helps it. It's honestly, it's a refill sherry cask, but there's a lot of sherry elements to this. That sweetness, like I don't know if that's just distillery characteristic. Maybe it's a tired cask and it's causing that, but you wouldn't think it because of the color. The color gives it a little bit of the idea that you're getting some sherry in that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a recharred cask. I don't know.
It's good though.
Yeah.
It's really good. So what else has everyone drinking tonight? A couple of you guys posted.
Collegiate is saying that they just started bourbons, he thinks.
Okay.
So Jacob Gagnon said, I read that peat is not very present. What do you guys think? It's honestly, it's very subtle. Very, very, very subtle. You can tell it's there. You know when you get it the most? Literally the last drop.
Yeah.
Literally the last drop, you'll get like that subtle peat. But it's, if you're not a peat lover, this won't deter you because you barely get it. You have to have like a really good palate, I think, to pick it up.
I just get it just right on the finish, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably like one of the least smoky Highland Parks that I've had.
Yeah.
All right, so people are drinking little Poor Man's Pappy.
Peter White's drinking
Little Weller 107, nice. Yeah. Old Forester 1910. Oh, Lefroy 25, nice.
Go Habs is saying it's 1-0 Canada. That's important information.
Oh, right
on. Prepping the live stream with Elijah Craig, small batch.
Right on.
That's Jason from the Mash and Drum. We're good for time though. We got about 26 minutes. Brian Law is saying, I'm drinking chocolate milk. That a boy. Mark Saliba saying that he's dry as a bone.
A lot of people are doing the dry week, dry month kind of thing.
Yeah. I built in, for 2019, I built in 3 dry days. I used to do like more 2 than 3. But
so
now
for the whole year, you're going dry 3 days.
3 days a week. 3 days a week. Sorry.
He said for 2019.
2019.
You're not going to drink for 3 days, guys. That's only 362 drinking days.
Right? Come on. For some people, that's a big deal. Yeah. So Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. Those are my days where no drinking.
Yeah.
P Boss is saying he's drinking Glenglossa Torfa. He poured me a dram of that the other night. I was thoroughly impressed.
Wow. Okay. Never even.
Yeah, it's like $100 at the LCBO.
Yeah. Right on.
Go Habs is saying no dry days in 2019.
Well, here's the thing about like dry days. I think like keeping yourself healthy throughout like every single day is important, especially when you're drinking whiskey. So if you do that, you don't need dry days. I mean, just keep active, eat right, and you should be all right. You know?
Yeah. You know what? As long as you're not overdoing it.
Yes.
Like, they say don't exceed 2. If you're splitting 2 into like 4 baby drams,
right?
You know.
I mean, I get it. Like a lot of people, you know, indulge in the holidays, right? Because why not? And then, you know, come this time of year, you're like reset yourself.
Amy is saying that she subbed and George too. So I'm assuming she means your channel.
Oh,
Very cool.
Appreciate it.
Amy and George are the best couple in YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, my opinion. Although I could be offending other people that may be couples in the chat. I don't know. They're the only couple that I know. So that's also part of it, but I love them. They're awesome. And I just nose my water and I'm not even drunk.
Oh, you did it. You nose the water.
That's dram 1 though.
We're at the Caledonian, a really nice whiskey bar in Toronto. This guy starts nosing his water. He's like, you know, you're drunk when you start nosing the water. I'm like,
that's come up on my channel.
You say that a lot. Actually, I commented on Cast Strength's channel because he did a review. Vito did a review of water because he's doing the dry week. So he's got like tap water, bottled water, just sniffing it, mineral notes coming out.
That's awesome. I love it.
That is great.
Whiskey Throttle's calling me a nerd. Eric Waite saying, what about me and Nightbot? Nightbot is pretty hot. You're right, Eric. I apologize. You guys are second. You're a runner-up for sure.
Oh, who's Nightbot?
Nightbot's just like the chat, like pre-programmed thing that you can set up.
Over my head.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, what should we drink next? You're still drinking the Trillium. So I'm going to give you guys a look at the bottle one more time. It's pretty much the standard old school bottle of Highland Park. This was, believe it or not, this was distilled in 2005, bottled in 2017. When I saw those dates, I was confused because I went to this tasting, I think it was September or August. So what I think, or not what I think, what probably happened was they had this bottled unlabeled at like the distillery or whatever else. And then they're like, okay, we're going to sell this. And if they like it, then they get this exact one.
Sure.
So,
yeah, I mean, they might have just been like, this whiskey needs to be bottled now. And they did it. And then they shopped it around or.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's definitely part of it.
Right.
Oh, Peter White's talking about the Tyrconnell 16-year-old at the LCBO. Honestly, guys, one of the best buys at the LCBO right here. 16-year-old single malt, 46%. What would you think it costs?
Single malt cask strength?
No, 46%.
46. That probably like 150.
$100 on the dot.
Okay.
So, but it's Irish. But yeah. Irish tends to be more expensive than Scottish at the LCBO for some reason.
Yeah, everything seems to be more expensive at the LCBO for some reason.
Yeah, that's a good point. But that's a great buy at the LCBO. We cracked 70 viewers tonight. That's pretty cool.
That's big.
I think we got to give away another sample.
Yep.
So this one's on you.
Okay, well, how about this one? We'll go to maybe one of my loyal subscribers. I released the video today. Did the entire Johnnie Walker core range in one video. I named 2 bottles best value. What were those 2 bottles?
Ooh. So Catherine is asking me when I'm going to be reviewing the GOT single malts. I passed up on a bunch of them. Anyone that's bottled, Go Habs is saying the 18 and 12.
No. It was black and double black. So that's Jeremy. I think has the first one right.
Black and Double Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy, you got it. Good job, man.
Yeah, Black and Double. I don't think anybody said Black and Double Black yet.
Black and Double Black were the two best values that I gave to the Johnnie Walker range.
All right, where's Jeremy from? So back to Catherine's question. I passed up on a bunch of them. I'm only going to be buying the Klein Leash in addition to the two that I already have. I would say that these are instant buys, the Dalwhinnie and the Lagavulin. Lagavulin especially, that's incredible. I think it's like selling out. Like it's almost sold out.
Seriously.
The Lagavulin's awesome. The Klein Leash is the next one that I will be buying, but that's probably the only one other than what I have that I'll be buying. I don't like the fact that the other ones are all 40% on the dot.
Is that right?
So I'm
Okay.
Not that I'm boycotting. I'd rather spend my money elsewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If someone,
Well, you're gonna still buy them.
I don't know. Maybe
You're not
like
gonna-
just
you're not gonna
like collector.
fulfill the collection.
I don't know.
You know
We'll see.
you are.
I might. I might. Not to drink, that's for sure.
Not to drink, just to put behind here when we're doing Game of Thrones stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I did promise that I would do a review of each one of them during the lives. We'll see. Catherine, I don't know. All I know is these two and the Klein Leash are the ones that I want to buy. What I end up buying might be a different story. So Jeremy gets another 6.
Oh, awesome.
They're all numbered for some reason.
Why don't you just do 1 and 3 and 2?
No, I'm gonna go backwards.
Okay.
We're only giving away 3 more
Right.
tonight, anyway.
All right. Well, what are we pouring next?
You want to crack open this bad boy, or should we do the?
Well, we can do that. We got all these awesome samples. We got more whiskey than we know what to do with. True.
I know there's a lot of guys in the chat that would love to hear what we think about that 4 Roses right there.
Okay, 4 Roses it is. I'm super excited to try this 4 Roses. I tried the 125th anniversary, which was phenomenal. And I think that's the only actually like 4 Roses special edition that I've had is that one.
Okay. Ooh, that was a close one.
Jeez, you went tips on that.
Yeah, he's getting a good pour there.
So this is what we're gonna drink. Thanks to Mash and Drum, he sent us this. It's the 4 Roses 130th special edition, anniversary edition.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'll let you guys have a look inside this box. So it comes with the pencil, the drams, and the tags. The tags fit on the neck of the bottle, kind of like that. I think it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool that they gave you all that stuff and like, here, share all this with everyone, and that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think so.
108.3 proof. What's that? 54 point math.
54 point math.
I'm assuming that's barrel proof. Oh, it says barrel proof. Right on it.
Yeah.
So
what's the age on that? Ooh, that smells amazing.
I don't know. Jason, if you know the breakdown of this 4 Roses, can you let me know? Because they always like blend a bunch of their different mash bills, right?
So I can't remember which one I was supposed to save for a live with Jason, but if we already drank it, then
well, there's still some left here.
Okay.
There's still some left.
We'll save that.
There's another pour. Do you guys know?
What are we doing? We got 15 minutes left, and we got to give away 2 more samples.
Yeah.
My son is being brought to bed by my wife at the moment, and he's peeking under the door.
Oh, wow. This is amazing.
Is it?
Yeah.
What was the ABV again?
I tried to calculate it. It's 0.3 divided by 2 is math.
What do you mean?
Well, it's 108.3 proof.
So it's 54.15.
It's really good. This is really good. What's the price on this bottle?
I think it's like secondary pricing right now is insane. I think
400
probably higher.
US.
I don't know. It's all about what it sold for last, I guess, right?
Well, what's retail on this? Mash and drum. Okay, here we go. There's a 10, a 12, a 14, and a 16, all different yeast strands. Right. Okay. So average age around 13 years old.
It's got some heat to it.
Really? I
It's
didn't
good
get
though.
much heat in there.
I don't know. We're going from Scotch to bourbon, so it's always like a transition.
True, but this is lower ABV than what we just had.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is really good. This is better than the 125.
So Whiskey Obsessed is saying it goes for between 140 and 200 retail. Jeremy
That's
Worthen,
a lot for retail.
thank you so much. He's saying, appreciate you guys. I'm fairly new to whiskey and I'm enjoying taking in all your knowledge and expertise. I think he's talking to you.
Definitely not talking to me.
On what to buy and try. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Jeremy.
you, Jeremy. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. So that's expensive, 140 retail. So I guess like 400 secondary isn't even that bad. It's just double secondary.
Yeah. All right, let's give away one more. All right, a couple of easy ones coming at you guys. Open game for everybody here. Cool. I should do something Ontario. Like I'm gonna do an Ontario exclusive as well.
Okay.
That'll be next. But this one's not gonna be that.
Okay.
So, what was my number one go back to whiskey?
I guess that.
Tamar says Imp's Delight.
Bobby's saying secondary 400 to 500 USD. Okay.
All right. Ooh, close. DH Silva's very close, but not correct. Andrew is close as well.
There it is.
Yeah. Winnick
J.
Winnick J was the first on our screen.
Glengoyne
Tamer
18.
F was the second. James C was the third. And then,
And then bam with a super shot.
And then Amy with a beautiful virtual dram. Thank you so much, Amy.
Cheers, Amy.
From the best only couple. Hey, I said the best. I meant the best. Thank you so much, Amy. Really appreciate it. Hope this helps you find the Got Kleinleash. That's awesome.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
So yeah, so Winnick J. Send me your information either through Instagram or one of the other, like Facebook, YouTube, or you can email me. Paulo's a little late to the game. P-Boss with the Glengoyne 18. I think you gotta click live on your thing, buddy. Thanks again, Amy. Really appreciate it. I'm sure George is close by, so thank him as well.
So yeah, Glengoyne 18. Would you say that where would you go? Like, where would you rank with value? Glengoyne 18, Glengoyne 21, Glengoyne 25.
So value,
right?
So I'm doing a rundown of all of the Glengoyne lineup. So from the 10-year-old, including the cask strength and teapot dram, all the way to the 30.
Wow,
that's coming up very soon. I don't really do value though. It's just what I like the best. But if I went by value, honestly, you cannot go wrong with the 18.
Right.
I would probably choose the 18 over the 21 on a good day.
Okay.
On a regular day.
Well, I know a lot of people are commenting that they like the Glengoyne 21 over the 25. Is that the same with you? Like the Highland Park 21 over the 25?
So I think what that is like there's the Glengoyne 21 is just a different beast. Like it's got a little bit more oaky notes to it. The Glengoyne 25 can be a bit hot. Even though it's 25 years old, it's 48%. Right. It's a bit hot. I just find the best of both worlds is the 18, to be honest with you. And I like the 25 better than the 18, but I don't know if I like the 21 better than the 18.
Right.
but I would choose the 18 over the 25 because of the price difference. It's like
huge.
Yeah, enormous.
It's huge. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to that whole rundown.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. I mean, I only have a couple to actually drink while I'm doing it, but it's just based on my preferences. I've gone through 2 bottles of the 21, 3 or 4 of the 18, only one of the 25. So the 25 actually has a disadvantage. I'm gonna give that as a spoiler. We gotta give one more away, at least.
This is the 5th one you've poured, and you over poured it again. Put it in the glass.
Keeping that in there was wise. Hey, funnel?
Yeah.
It worked out better. All right.
So Jason said he had to take off. He's going to get ready for his live stream. So yeah, guys, he's coming up in 9 minutes.
Yeah, so guys, check out the Mash and Drum if you haven't already. Super cool guy. Thanks so far for the super chats, guys. I really appreciate that.
When Jason goes live, I'm going to ask him what he thinks about this versus the 125th anniversary. Because in my opinion, I mean, I've only had a dram of each, but so far I'm liking this one more.
So I love the palate. Here's my beef with some bourbon, and I'm getting it a little bit here. And not to say this is bad on the nose, but a lot of bourbon has this like pickle juice type nose.
I get that. I actually like it.
So some people love it. I don't mind it. I just find that it's so common with bourbon that I want something else. Like I don't want to smell that all the time.
You know what? I don't pick it up that often. That pickle note, that dill pickle juice.
Yeah.
I like it though.
I'm wondering which cask strength that is. Is that Vito? Is that Josh? So it was Winnick that won that one, right? Winnick. All right. We got one more to give away. The last one before we sign out in 5 minutes. We'll do it in 2 minutes. Why don't you tell these guys where they can find you?
Check me out, Super Social Club on YouTube. Also Super Social Club on Instagram. Instagram, I just kind of post what I bought, what I'm drinking, YouTube reviews. Just posted the entire Johnnie Walker core range today. So check that one out. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And he's on my channel probably every other week-ish. We do a live, maybe at least once a month. At least once a month.
Yeah.
Tom R is saying, I think the dill pickle is from the rye in bourbons. Yeah, that's probably it, but I don't get it as much on a straight rye or a 100% rye.
Right.
So maybe it's something to do with the blend. I feel like it's a cask thing.
Now, I have heard some people comment on the new Lot 40 cask strength 11 year that they get pickle.
Okay, so it could be the rye. I mean, it's very possible it's the rye.
Yeah. I mean, I do get the pickle in this, but I like it in this.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Right.
I just, like, when I compare it to, like, the William LaRue Weller, that's just, like, all cherry and caramel for me.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, so, I don't know. That's a bad example because that's.
But you like weeded bourbons.
I love weeded bourbons.
Yeah.
So that's true. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, one more. All right, so last question is probably, well, anybody can get this if they're a hockey fan, but more specifically Ontarians if they're a particular team fan. When do the Toronto Maple Leafs play next? That's the question.
That's going to be quick.
Should be quick.
And bonus, if you know who they're playing.
Bobby Windows is saying William LaRue Weller is weeded. Yeah. So that's part of the reason why I like all Wellers. I think.
Go Habs. Go Habs. Go Habs.
So James C has been second on every
James
because James C has been second, guys. I apologize, but because James C has been second on every single question, he's getting a dram of this as well. But go Habs. I love the fact that you got that. That's like
Go Habs is secretly a Leafs fan.
Yeah.
We all know it.
all Habs fans are.
They are. They're like, oh, I really like Matthews.
He's so dreamy.
Hopefully that showed up correct on your guys' screen because it came in like boom, 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 boom. So
Yeah, it
if
was
you saw it
pretty quick.
differently, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are playing the Wild tomorrow.
They play the Wild tomorrow at 2:00.
Yeah, weird like afternoon kind of.
Yeah,
game.
I love it though.
I love it too.
Yeah, and Bobby Windows is saying, yeah, rye pickle.
Right.
Yeah, so I think Tom R is right when he says
Mm-hmm.
that. It's just, I don't get it as much in 100% rye as I get it in certain bourbons, which is weird. And I don't even get it in straight rye.
Revisit your Lot 40 cask strength 11 year and see if you pick it up.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because a lot of people were like, as that bottle goes down, as it oxidizes, you pick up more pickle.
Yeah.
I never got it when I drank it the first, quarter bottle.
Honestly, I think I love American straight rye better than, people are going to kill me for saying this,
Okay.
but the reason why I love American straight rye is because there's like this bubblegum note that I get that overwhelms that pickle note. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I love that bubblegum note.
Yeah.
And like there's like a bit of like a mintiness in there as well.
Well, you picked that up in the 11 year.
Yeah. Cask Strength is saying the Leafs blow.
Cask Strength. What is he? Is he a Habs fan too?
I think he's a Red Wings fan.
Oh, even worse. I love half my family is from Michigan, and if you live in Ontario and you're a Wings fan, you hate the Leafs because the Leafs are just like forefront in every sports show, like all the time. It's just like pounding you in the face with like Maple Leafs coverage, and until like the last 3-4 years, the Leafs have been shit, and obviously Detroit went on that whole run where they made the playoffs 25 straight years in a row.
Yeah. But I've never hated Detroit for that though. Like I
don't hate
them.
Detroit. I hate their fans because they always chirp me for liking the team that I'm living the same freaking province as.
All non-Leaf fans chirp Leaf fans. So like you gotta just deal with it. Like I have 3 brothers, none of them are Leaf fans.
Really?
None of them. Two Habs fans and 1 Sabres fan. I'm the only Leaf fan. Yeah, I don't get it.
It's weird how people like draw their loyalties, like a lot of times it's influenced with your parents or your dad, like, you watch hockey.
Yeah. So my brother's excuse for liking the Sabres is such an off topic, like whatever. Anyway, he likes the Sabres because the Sabres lost 4 straight to the Habs, I think in the Stanley Cup final or the Stanley Cup like semifinal or something like that. And since then, such a terrible reason, but he was a kid to his, I think the Mash and Drum just went live. So we have 2 minutes left. If you guys are there already, great. If not, guys, head over to the Mash and Drum. We're going to sign out in 2 seconds. I'm going to actually give away one more surprise dram.
Oh,
because we have a lot more than I thought. And I'm giving away one to James Seed for coming second on every single one of those questions.
Yeah.
But the last question of the night. What was my number 2 whiskey of the year in 2018?
Number 2. I think I know.
Yeah, I think you will. Who gets it? A lot of people are saying buy already.
What is the answer? Has someone said it yet?
No one said it yet. Springbank 12.
No, that was your number 2 go back to whiskey.
Yeah, no. So whiskey of the year, guys. Number 2 whiskey of the year. Nobody remembers number 2. Everybody remembers. Someone's got it. Can we be more specific?
Eric Way, Johnnie Walker, White Walker.
Ding, ding, ding. Glenn something.
Glenn something is maybe right.
So I'm gonna give it to Mark Saliba. He's right. It's the Ben Riach. Peter Way. Okay, so Ben Riach, 22 Moscato. I'm going to give it to both Peter White and Mark Saliba because Mark Saliba said Ben Riek, but Peter White got the exact one correct. Ben Riek 22. So I'm giving out three more samples than I thought I was going to. So we gave out 9 samples tonight. So we didn't stick to the 6.
So there's going to be no whiskey left for me. Thank you.
So, Mark, you win. Send me your information. We can probably meet up. I think you're from Ontario. Peter, you know where I live, so that'll be fine. And James, we can meet up as well, buddy. All right, that's it.
Cheers, everyone.
Guys,
thanks very much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All of you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I will be coming in next week with a rundown, so check that out. I think that's going to be coming out Monday. All right.
And go talk to us in the Mash and Drum chat. We'll be there.
That's right. Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah.